The second method of calibration is the standard addition method. So here we have three different solutions. The first one, it is the unknown analyte, and second you also have a stock analyte. The unknown analyte is the unknown concentration or the test sample, and the stock analyte, it is the standard solution which will be taken in different concentration, which will be used for determining the unknown analyte. And then we have a series of test tube in which these samples will be taken. So here you can see that the unknown analyte is taken in the first test tube. Only the unknown analyte is present in the solvent matrix. You haven't added the stock analyte is not added in the test tube. So to the unknown analyte you would have added the other solvents of the solvent matrix. And then you have the series of test tube numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, which is similar to the S1, S2, S3 of the calibration curve. So here what we have to do is you'll be adding this unknown analyte and also the stock analyte or the standard analyte will be added. Okay, so here the standard is going to be added to the aliquots of unknown analyte. The unknown analyte will be taken in different concentration to which this stock analyte will be added again. Okay, so here this is going to operate on the principle of the signal is directly proportional to the concentration of the analyte. Okay, so you can see S is directly proportional to Ca. So to remove the constant of proportionality, you have introduced the equal to sign, and and you have introduced this factor K. Okay, so this is equation number 1, and now we are going to make an assumption like Ca is equal to Ca into Va is equal to Cx Vx plus Cs into Vs. So here the Ca, it stands for the total concentration. Okay, total concentration of the entire solvent or the analyte, and then you have the which you have taken in the test tube, the unnumbered one here. Okay, and the Cx Vx, Cx, it stands for the concentration of the unknown sample. Okay, and the Cs, it stands for the concentration of the standard sample, and Vx and Vs, it stands for the volume of the unknown and the volume of the standard samples. Okay, so now we are going to rearrange this equation. So Ca is equal to Cx Vx plus Cs Vs by Vt. Okay, so instead of Va, I'm introducing the term Vt, so it will be like total volume or something. Okay, so now we are going to substitute this equation 1 in this equation. So here we have S is equal to K Ca. So now Ca is equal to S by K. Okay, so that is understood. So I'm going to introduce that in this equation in place of the Ca, and now we have this relationship. And next what we do is we are going to take this K in the denominator to the other side. So when we do that, and we are going to write these terms separately. When we write it separately, you get two different terms, that is K into Cx Vx by Vt plus K into Cs Vs by Vt. So now this equation, it is similar to that of y is equal to mx plus c in that of analytical curve. Okay, so you can go for two things. Either we can plot the graph, and we can go for finding the concentration of the unknown, that is Cx. So how do we do that? So here on the right hand side you can see I have plotted a graph, right? So you have the different concentrations like C1, C2 will be taken on the x curve, and R1, R2, that is the different responses or the signal that can be taken on the y axis. And then I can plot the graph which is similar to the analytical curve which we have been talking previously, or a calibration curve. So this line, it is not passing through the origin. Okay, so it crosses some point on the y axis that is going to be taken as the intercept or C. And now you can frame the equation y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is the intercept. So we can substitute the values of the unknown response of the unknown concentration or unknown analyte, and that can be used for calculating the concentration. Okay, that is one way how you solve this. Or you can go for substituting the values of the slope and intercept, like what we are going to do here now. Okay, So what we have now is of this equation, S is equal to K into Cx Vx by Vt plus K into Cs Vs by Vt. So now this equation is similar to that of y is equal to mx plus c. So what is this m here? In place of this mx plus c, sorry mx, you have K into Cs into Vs by Vt. Okay, so for x you can take it as Vs, so that is neglected, so only m is taken here. So what is m? M stands for K into Cs by Vt. And what is V stands for? K into Cx into Vx by Vt. So now we are going to take it as B by m, that is the intercept by slope. Okay, so when we do that, we have this, you can cancel out the similar terms, and when we do that we get B by m is equal to Cx into Vx by Cs, right? So now the concentration of the unknown is Cx, so that is what I have to determine. So I leave Cx on one side and I take rest of the terms, that is the known terms are taken to the other side. So using this I can calculate the concentration of the unknown term. Okay, so this is how standard addition method works. Okay, so one thing what you have to remember is the standard solution is going to be added directly to the aliquots of unknown sample. Okay, so that's all about the standard addition. We'll see about the next method of calibration in the next video.